Imagine a nervous system running permanently on a feedback loop of fire alarms. That is the core experience of borderline personality disorder. It's not a choice. It is a biological and environmental collision that shatters the self. We are diving into the architecture of emotional chaos. Intro. The hook, scroll stopper *. What if the greatest threat to your existence wasn't an external enemy, but the simple, agonizing possibility of being left alone? This fear isn't mild anxiety. It is tectonic. It vibrates beneath every relationship, every silence, every missed text. BPD is the silent epidemic of emotional intensity. We are not just talking about mood swings. We are dissecting the struggle to simply exist without feeling annihilated. Welcome to the deep psychology of BPD. Segment 1. Emotional dysregulation. The fire alarm brain. At the heart of BPD lies emotional dysregulation. Think of a thermostat set impossibly low. Normal life stimuli, a perceived slight, a disappointing phone call, don't just cause sadness. They trigger a catastrophic thermal runaway. The brain's emotional centers, particularly the amygdala, react with hyperarousal, flooding the system with cortisol and adrenaline. The intensity scale is broken. A3 becomes a 10, instantly. This isn't overreaction. It's under-regulation. The prefrontal cortex, the rational brake pedal, struggles to engage against this biological surge. They feel emotions deeper, longer, and faster than others. When the storm hits, they are not reacting to reality. They are reacting to the feeling of reality. This profound instability fuels desperate behaviors, the impulsivity you see on the surface, reckless spending, substance abuse, self-harm. These aren't pleas for attention, they are desperate attempts to shock the system back to neutral, to stop the overwhelming internal noise. The impulse is the immediate, often destructive, attempt to quell the unbearable inner pressure. This is where the theory meets the raw, lived experience. Segment 2, Interpersonal Chaos. The architecture of abandonment. Now, let's address the defining psychological trauma, the fear of abandonment. This fear is primal. It's rooted in early attachment ruptures, inconsistent caregiving where love felt conditional, often tied to the caregiver's presence or absence. For the individual with BPD, abandonment isn't just loneliness. It triggers the terror of non-existence. If you leave, I cease to be real. This manifests acutely through splitting, or black and white thinking. Splitting is a defense mechanism against ambivalence. The human mind struggles to hold two opposing ideas, you are wonderful and you disappointed me. For the BPD sufferer, this cognitive dissonance is agonizingly painful. So, the mind chooses a side. You are either the savior, the perfect, idealized object who validates my existence, or you are the demon, the source of all pain, actively trying to destroy me. This shift can happen in seconds. The intense idealization morphs instantly into crushing devaluation. This dynamic rips relationships apart, ironically creating the very abandonment they are terrified of. A self-fulfilling prophecy written in emotional volatility. Segment 3, The Fragile Self. Identity diffusion. If relationships are unstable and emotions are explosive, what is left? A hollow core. Identity diffusion. Is the third pillar. Who am I? When one's sense of self is built entirely around external validation, mirroring the expectations of others to feel safe, the core identity remains unformed. They might change hobbies, career goals, even values, rapidly. They are chameleons, fighting for stability in a world made of smoke. This lack of a stable internal anchor means even minor interpersonal fluctuations feel like an existential crisis. They desperately search outside themselves for the definition they cannot build within. It is exhausting. It is lonely. Conclusion. Outcome-based reflection. Understanding BPD requires moving beyond judgment and toward profound empathy for the struggle against internal chaos. The diagnosis illuminates a severe impairment in emotional regulation and interpersonal functioning. Yes, but it also points to a survival strategy that became maladaptive. The path forward, through therapies like DBT, is about validating the intensity of the past while building the skills to manage the present. It is about teaching the nervous system to recognize that the fire alarm is false, even when the heat is real. It is about integrating the good and the bad, the splitting must heal, to construct a self that can withstand the inevitable disappointments of connection. The work is monumental, but resilience, born from that very struggle, is always possible. If this deep dive into the mechanics of emotional survival resonated with you, subscribe to the channel for more videos exploring the architecture of the human mind. Leave a comment below if you wish to share your perspective on navigating these profound psychological landscapes. Until next time, stay curious.